Garland, I already did Dallas. Dallas is fine. I'm good. Whatever. I have nothing wrong with Dallas like that. I just want to see something a little different. You see what I'm saying? So I want to. I don't know. Probably, I'm almost thinking Garland. Probably Garland. Fort Worth. I don't know. I've been to Fort Worth once, and like the city here. Fort Worth is backwards. The inner city is beautiful. I heard that the suburbs is jacked up. So no. Houston, I've never been to Houston, but that's like 4 hours away from Dallas, so I don't know about that either. So I think I'm gonna probably try to be in between Dallas and Houston. Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't plan on leaving for another 2 years anyway, so like, or like a year and a half, 2 years is when I plan on going. Because like I told you guys before, I want to get a house. I want to buy a house. I don't want to move down there into an apartment and then go look for a house. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I don't want to do that. I want to move down into a house. Like, I want all the stuff packed up into the pods box, and then the pods box goes down to the address and has it in the driveway. So by the time we get there, whether it be driving or flying or whatever the case is, we turn the key to a house. I don't want to move into an apartment. And I'm definitely not moving into an apartment building. I don't do apartment buildings. No offense to people who live in those, but I don't. That's too much going on. I've already had my share of loud neighbors, people being ignorant, or people living how they live. And you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't need all that extra mixed up energy. There you go. I'm going to use that neutral word to not offend anybody. Everybody live how they live, and that's fine. I just, listen, I got PTSD from a neighbor who burned down the bottom house and we was living in a duplex. You see what I'm saying? So, and she had severe mental health issues and wasn't taking her medicine. So I'm over having like the side by side houses, or like living in a like the houses I got like 4 apartments and all that. I'm good. I'm good. I got PTSD from that. I'm all right. I don't got time for that. She tried to burn the house down at 3 o'clock in the morning. You see what I'm saying? And everybody in the house was asleep. And it was a duplex, so it wasn't our house, but the house is connected to the house. So obviously, fire has no eyes. And so unfortunately, that lady just had some severe mental health issues where like she broke out all the windows in her house and started setting garbage can fires in the house to stay warm. It was a hot mess, and she did it in the wintertime. And and New York can get negative 23 degrees at night. You see what I'm saying? So that's insane. I'm pretty sure she done got the help that she needed, but like they took her kid and everything like that. I had to move. It was a huge situation that I'm not gonna get into, but it was a very traumatic situation because, you know, it's crazy that nobody wants to help nobody until they do something crazy. You see what I'm saying? And that lady needed help for real, because she was outside in her drawers with a baseball bat trying to hit people walking by. You see what I'm saying? And nobody would call and get her help. So it took for her to finally set the house on fire in flames for people to be like, okay, now this is out of control. No, it was out of control already when she turned downstairs into a brothel for 1 week, and then the next week she turned it into a thrift store. Then the next week she turned it into a Bob Marley pit stop. It was insane. It was insane, and wouldn't nobody help her, come get her, save her. Even the police was scared to come get her, and I'm like, that's crazy work. How is the police scared to come get her when she clearly needs a mental hygiene arrest? You see what I'm saying? Like, for real, for real. But then in New York, they didn't change the rules with mental health patients too. They have to do something unruly in order to be detained now. And then once they get detained, they can only be kept for about 24 to 72 hours, and then you let them out unless they are deemed unfit to their own sanity. So they literally was letting this lady do all this hoorah at the house until they built up enough evidence, quote unquote, to be like, okay, we got to keep her. And it's like, but she almost killed two families though. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm good. I want to move into a house. If I gotta sit and be on this stream for 3 weeks straight and 24 hours a day, I will. You see what I'm saying? I'm so serious. I'm not an apartment building person or apartment duplex individual. I need my own house. I can't listen as an adult, and as an adult, you cannot be angry as far as how other people live. The only thing you can do is protect your environment. You see what I'm saying? So that's the best way to put it. I hope that lady did get the help that she needed and all that, but at other people's expenses or children's lives and whatnot, nah, It's not. I don't know. I don't. That's just. It was a lot. You know. So my biggest thing, my biggest goal for the last few years is saving for a house and going back to the South because I don't. I don't mind New York, but I never had. I never thought I would be back here. You see what I'm saying? I came up here for 2 weeks and then it turned into something totally different. Royal Crown and turned into a whole different situation. So it is what it is, and I always try to make the best out of you know what's going on, whatever. But at this time, nah, it's time. It's time to literally move on. It's time to literally move on. All right, so we're literally at the bottom of this beat bowl here, and once again, this one's called Birthday Cake Confetti. But also, like I was just saying too, I had to be. I was counting beads real quick. As long as I got quiet. But yeah, no, I want to buy a house, and I want to buy a house. And the reason why I want to go back down south is because I want enough land in the back that with like 17, 18 ish, I want to do the tiny home situation in the back for them. And the reason why I want to do that as a parent is because and this is like and it's not the oh I don't want my kids to go nowhere. No, I want you guys to be self sufficient. How the rent is nowadays, you're gonna have to get a roommate just to live and pay the rent. You're gonna have to get 3 jobs just to live and pay the rent. You see what I'm saying? And I think a kid fresh out of living at home who doesn't understand how the dynamics of the world works, it's gonna be a hey mom, can I come home? The rent is crazy work. I need to hey, can I hey, you see what I'm saying? So I feel like I think it'd be dope to create a tiny home for each one of them. They have it, and they still got to pay rent like everybody else. It's just that that's your starter home type situation, unless you choose to stay there for whatever whatever time. But you always you'll learn how to live before you go out in the real world. Just look nowadays, just to get an apartment, you need like 72 references. How is a kid 18 years old gonna have 72 references and they don't even know nobody yet? Their credit score ain't even nothing yet. You see what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for them to try to get started out here in the world the correct way if they don't know no better. So that part. I tried to do that for my first kid, you see what I'm saying? But he wanted to go out there in the free world willy nilly. So have fun, bro. The rest of them, This ain't no, oh my god, I don't even want to be here anymore because I'm old enough to do me. Oh, you have to have money to do that, though. This is what these kids are not realizing. When you grow up, yeah, you can do what you want, but you have to have money to do that, though. You see what I'm saying? You have to have adult money to be able to go and do all that stuff you said you wanted to do when you was upset 5 minutes ago. Because guess what? As soon as these kids step out the house and be like, oh my god, I don't, and then they're going to turn